Brimstone Manor stood imposingly at the edge of the village, its windows dark and lifeless, seemingly watching over the quaint cottages that surrounded it. The manor had been abandoned for decades. Ever since the tragic night the Wexler family perished in a mysterious fire that consumed nearly everything except the outer structure. The villagers spoke in hushed tones about the eerie cries and whispers that seemed to emanate from the manor after dusk. Some claimed it was the wind playing tricks. Others avoided the manor altogether. For Emma, exploring Brimstone Manor was a temptation she couldn't resist. An avid photographer with a penchant for the supernatural, she believed the manor's secrets could be captured through her lens. With her camera in hand, she set off one foggy evening, determined to uncover the truth. As Emma approached the wrought iron gates, the air grew heavier, and an unnatural chill settled over her. She hesitated but took a deep breath and stepped inside. The manor's garden, once meticulously landscaped, was now overgrown with twisted vines and decaying statues. She snapped a few photos, the flash cutting through the gloom, before making her way to the manor's grand entrance. The heavy, wooden door creaked open, revealing a dimly lit hallway lined with portraits of the long-deceased Wexler family. Their eyes seemed to follow her as she walked deeper into the house. With each step, the floorboards groaned and the temperature dropped. Emma's breath came out in visible puffs as she entered the parlor. The room was eerily preserved, as if waiting for the family to return. An old piano stood in the corner, its keys yellowed and cracked. As she raised her camera to take a picture, Emma heard a faint melody playing. Her heart raced, but she convinced herself it was just her imagination. Suddenly, a door slammed shut behind her. She spun around, her flashlight beam dancing wildly across the walls. "Who's there?" she called out, her voice trembling. No response, only the unsettling sound of footsteps above her. Gathering her courage, Emma climbed the grand staircase, each step echoing through the hollow space. The upstairs hallway was even colder, and the whispers grew louder. They were indistinct but unmistakably human. She followed the sound to a room at the end of the hall. The door was ajar, and she pushed it open to reveal a child's nursery, untouched by time. A chill ran down her spine as she spotted a figure in the corner, partially obscured by shadows. "Stay calm," she whispered to herself. She raised her camera and took a photograph, the flash illuminating the room for a split second. But when the light faded, the figure was gone. Emma reviewed the photo on her camera screen. To her horror, she saw the translucent image of a young girl, staring directly at her.